All right, guys, here we are back at it. Another real versus fake. Yeah, your boy's gonna keep bringing more and more to you guys out there to help you guys out in the streets there. Um, with that being said, of course, make sure to follow me on Instagram at Legit First Replicated, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Legit First Replicated. Same name on both, so it's not hard. If you're watching this on Instagram, hit the link in my bio. If you are watching this on YouTube, go into the description and you will see the spelling of my Instagram account. So with that, take a seat, grab a snack, and we're gonna go ahead and get into this. So if you're familiar with my videos, you already know by the size of the box, the replica is on the left, the retail is on the right. And of course, remember guys, as always, replicas usually are in a smaller box. These are both size 12. I like to keep everything nice and tidy so we can get a good actual, some good authentication tactics on these products. So as you see, as usual, had the ashiness on the box. We got the red stamped lettering under the lid there, as you see. And we're going to go ahead and dig a little bit further in here. Internal white tissue paper and whitey mold sticker, and that is about it. Nothing too much going on here. We're going to go ahead now and have a look at the retail box, and let's see if it has a stamp under the lid. Again, nice clean print job of the black coloring on the front, and there we go. We do have a red stamp there, so they replicated that quite well. And let's see, what else do we have in the internals? There we go, white tissue paper and a whitey mold sticker once again, guys. So they matched the boxes up. Like I said, the sizing of the boxes were off, but it is what it is. Here we go. Retail box label. Very clean, pristine, nice. Stretches out just as far as it needs to. And we're going to go ahead and have a look at the replicated label here. And again, there you go. Looks to be a hair short, but I think that's just because the box is smaller. So the size label is going to have to kind of go along with that. But they replicated it well. So again, definitely it is scammable to the average consumer out there, no question. The label's not giving off any red flags. So here we have it. Retail authentic pair on the left, replication to the right. Very close. This is a very top tier replication. And what we're going to do first is check the toe boxes. And as you can see, replica to the right, the toe box is a bit higher. The mudguard is higher than the retail to the left. It's a bit more sleeker on the retail. The Wings logo looks to be a bit smaller on the replicated pair to the right versus the Wings logo on the authentic to the left. That I could kind of tell right away. I didn't actually have to compare that. Now, having a look here, they did match the color, to be very honest. The feeling of the material on both toe boxes feel exactly the same. That is honest truth here, okay? So that's why you got to be careful with this stuff. Now, having a look here, hourglasses are very similar. Yeah, they're very similar. One thing I would definitely advise, though, on the replication to the left here in my left hand, as you can see, there's a higher widow's peak there on the collar versus the retail to the right, or authentic, I should say, to the right. But again, tough call. This stuff is really hard on its own to tell. Again, later in the video, we will look at the lasting boards to see if that'll give us more of an accurate, legit check, if you want to call it that. And let's see here. Yep, as you see, the brown is darker on the retail outsole versus the replication, which is lighter, as you can see. So like I said, we're looking like we're really trying to nitpick here as best as we can to tell the differences. So far, Wing logo is too small on the rep, and mudguard's too high on the toe. So here we go. We're looking at the other shoe now, and again, we're probably going to see the same differences. I just want to get another look at those toe boxes here. And okay, so higher toe box on the left on the replica, on the right is the retail this time around. The swoosh on the are a little bit different on the rep to the left versus the retail to the right. It's a little bit smaller actually, which I've noticed for this new build Nike's been doing on the shoes. We're looking at the toes again. Again, they got the color tones correct. Again, material feels the same on both. And what I'm trying to do here is really make sure of what I'm feeling here. But yeah, they're identical. Again, looking at the hourglasses, Again, they're very close. Actually, this hourglass is much better on the rep. Pretty identical, guys. Pretty identical. And again, you see Wings logo's bigger on the authentic to the left versus the rep to the right. There it was much easier to see. Really, really tough pair, in my opinion, to authenticate. Even though this pair is not a high resale or like ridiculously sought after, but just wow. Just wow on this pair. So difficult. Again, outsoles, looks like color tones matching much better on this outsole of the replication. Just insane, guys. Absolutely insane. So here we go looking at the insoles. Um, Retail to the right, replication to the left. As you see, it's a darker black on the replication to the left versus the retail to the right. Now, this will always usually tell us if this is retail or not. And having a look here, you see the lettering and so forth there under the insole of the retail. And looking at the fake pair here, it says Dream Cell. And this particular shoe that was released, the Palomino ones, definitely did not come with Dream Cell insoles. So that's a good telltale sign as well. And let's look at the lasting board of the retail. As you see, white stitching, clean lasting board, no stamps of any sort. Very, very clean. The stitching is nicely tight knitted as well on the edges there, as you can see. A little bit of a slant form. And then we're going to go ahead and have a look at the rep. Very close. So, okay, the stitching's a little bit further spaced out in between. That's usually a telltale sign a lot of times of reps as well. When you send these things to the legit authentication apps and so forth. So lasting board usually will give us the answers. And with that, guys, hope you enjoyed this real versus fake. Definitely some pointers out there to help you guys out. And again, it's not a high resale price. Most likely, most people will probably end up copying resale versus the authentic, depending on, versus the unauthentic. But, that's to each his own on this stuff. Some people will say, hey, $130 versus, 260 resale. They'll save, they'll take that savings. They're saving half already. But with that, appreciate you hanging out with your boy. You know what it is, and we out.